some stuff towards the end that is our traditional virtual warm-up. So doing the same things we always do. After we do our 10 bridges, we're gonna flip over on hands and knees and do 5 cat-cow. So today's workout, let's see, you guys are doing the third one I've done today for this workout. This workout's awesome. Following a little bit more of our traditional formatting, like what we're used to here. After our 5 cat-cow, we've got T-spine for 8. And what that means is today looks like strength 2. Very similar formatting. We are going to do some deadlift hinges. We're going to do some overhead pressing, some rows, our planks. A lot of very similar movements to what we do when we do strength 2 here. So like I said, if you have dumbbells, as you're coming into your 10 bird dogs each side, you will have the option to use dumbbells. We could also make this work with a handle resistance or a straight resistance band. And then if you have a loop resistance band, like a mini band, we will have the option to use that today as well. If you have a couple of those things, but not all of them, no problem. I've got a way that we're going to adjust this to make it work for everybody. We're working in supersets today, so we are doing 2 exercises back to back for 3 sets, like we would here normally. And we're going to get 4 of them in today. So once you're done with your bird dogs, I'll watch for everyone to stand. Nice and slow on the bird dogs. I don't want to rush anybody. I only see a couple heads popping up. 3, 4. So once we're there, arm circles back for 10. Nice big arm circles. Stretch and reach. Very nice. And I'm going to time today. I will tell you that we have a lot of unilateral stuff, which means we're doing one side first and then doing the other side first, or the other side second. Go ahead and bring it forward. But I still want to time it because it helps keep all of us together. And when we have this big group and we're in virtual, it just is easier to keep us all on the same exercise at the same time. But when we do something where you're just doing your right arm and then you're just doing your left, count your reps so we get even reps. But I'll time it so we're gonna like stop and start at the same time. From here, we're going 5 toe touch squats. Round down, get your feet, tuck your butt, deadlift your shoulders, right arm, left arm. We have 5 of these. So go around it, grab them, arms inside the legs, tuck your butt, lift chest, right leg, stand up, that's 2. We're going 3. So with that being said, a lot of times when we're working out at home, we have lighter weights than we might have available to us here. And for that reason, we're going to do more reps because we got to increase our volume since we have less load. So what that means is, as we come into our little gate openers, what that means is, say I'm doing deadlifts, we're going to do a minute, which is going to be probably 20 reps. If normally you would be using like 60 pounds, then you want to take that and half it. So if you had 2 15-pound weights, or maybe you have 2 10s, that'll work great. If normally we would be going heavy, we're going to be lighter here, and we probably are pretty limited by what we have anyway, so that's going to work just fine. So finishing up these last little gate openers, warming up the hip, we're going to jump right into our first superset. You will need dumbbells or a band or weights. If you don't have that, I will show options. So we're going to do a flat back hinge, basically a deadlift from the top. If you have no weights, shoulders back, you're going to slide the arms down, push the butt back, tuck your tailbone, squeeze. It looks exactly the same if you have weights. You're just going to put a weight in each hand. Slide it down the legs, push your butt back, bend your knees, stop right at mid-shin, press the feet down and up. Say you had one heavy weight, you can hold one weight and do it this way. Cool, everyone good? All right, I'm going to run the time. We're going to do it for a minute. Ready? Here we go. So even if you don't have weights, hands against the legs, push the butt back, crown of the head forward. We're going to stop at mid-shin. Press down with your feet, tuck your tailbone, squeeze, keep those shoulders pressed back. Our goal here is to keep the weight in the back of the body. So what you're going to find is that you get to about your knees, and at this point, I want you to bend your knees to get lower and not lean any further forward. So if I were to lean further forward, I'm going to get more stretch through my back. I actually want you to get here and then drop down and press up. And we'll talk about that in our rest period, about what that really looks like and why it's important. But for right now, just make sure you push your butt back, then bend your knees, press down into your feet. You got 10 seconds. You guys look awesome. Strong work. Beautiful. Just gonna peek a little bit. Good job. All right, everybody relax. I can see everybody, so do me a favor, and if you do not have a dumbbell, like wave your hand. Just Amanda. Perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do for you, Amanda, is you're gonna find a wall, sit against the wall like you're doing a wall slide, and then you're gonna slide one arm up and one arm down. Or sorry, just one. So you're just gonna go up and down. So you're doing a single-sided wall slide while this other arm is here, and then you'll do the other side when we switch sides, and you're gonna press your shoulders back against the wall. All my folks who have dumbbells, we're coming into a half kneel. Weight is in the hand opposite the knee, that's up. And we're gonna press that dumbbell up over our head. Okay, we're all gonna do this together. So Amanda, don't start yet. Everybody get in position, and, ooh, I see somebody got in it. Okay. Watching her. And here we go. So if we have a weight, we're pressing overhead, pulling the rib cage down, keeping the core tight. Amanda, you're thinking about keeping that one arm along the wall, while the other side is just pressed back flat, nice and tight. So everybody's exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Yeah, you guys look so good. Keep that moving. And then really focus on pulling your rib cage down. So whether you were doing this with a weight or against the wall, our goal is to keep our rib cage down, our hips pressed tight, we're squeezing our booty cheek. Except for Amanda who's seated. All right, so we're gonna switch arms. So Amanda, you're just gonna rest that arm that you were just doing, slide the other arm up. Everybody else switch knees, switch hands. Pull that core in tight, and here we go. So we're taking that up and down. Exhale. As the arm goes up, inhale, pull it down. Everybody pull your shoulder blade back so you can really feel that nice, good, packed shoulder blade. What did I do? You guys look so good. Good, strong control. So it's kind of a lot of reps today, but that's because we might be dealing with weight that's a little lighter than usual. You have 10 seconds. Looking good. Yep, press that bicep up by the ear. Amazing job, you guys. Keep it working and relax. Okay, maybe a quick drink. Maybe take off some layers if you're warm now, like I am. And we're gonna go back into our flat back hinge deadlift. So let me show you this really quickly because I think it's a good visual demo. So if everybody can kind of just look up when you have a second. When we're doing a hinge and we're trying to keep our back flat, the angle of my back, I'm pushing my hips back. You guys all learned how to tap the wall to try to keep my back flat. Once I get to about parallel, my back is flat. If I go lower than this and I don't bend my knees, watch what happens. I get this angle here. My back's not flat anymore. It's like this. And now all of the load is here. If I slide it down, I find flat back parallel, and then I bend my knees, my back stays flat. And I'm just getting lower by bending my knees. So that's what I want you to focus on this second set, is trying to find that flat back. And then before you were to dip your shoulders or chest forward, bend your knees down to get lower to the ground. All right, here we go. 3, 2, ready, hinges. So we're coming flat, butt back, then bend the knees, drive the feet down. You're gonna feel that right away in the back of your body, more in your lower back. if you can preserve this nice flat back angle, you can get lower to the ground, work your legs a little bit more, as long as after we get into a flat hinge, it comes from our knees. Now, we still want the hips above the knees. So Allie, back, 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 then a little knee bend, but not quite so much. There's perfect. Yeah, that's good. And then up. So we still want to make sure the hips are staying above the knees. Tiffany, just a little more knee bend for you. So push your butt back, 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 bend your knees. There it is. That's better. Good. I'm trying to see. Marissa looks beautiful. Let me watch Amanda here. Butt back, knees bend. Yeah, not quite so much knee bend on that. So, on that, Amanda. So let me, 3, 2, and 1. The only thing I'm seeing that's throwing you guys off is we're hinging, then we're turning it into a squat. So, you're still going to be here, and I don't want you to go to your ankles. I still want that hips higher than the knees. I just don't want this. It's that side difference. Okay, Amanda, you're going to go back to the wall. That one-sided wall slide, pressing the shoulder blade back. Everybody else, grab your dumbbell. Knees up, weight is in the opposite hand. We're pressing it overhead. Pull your ribs in. Here we go. So bicep to the ear, press it up. What we don't want to do is like lean off to one side or lean back. Pull it all down. That back foot, dig your toe in, and then squeeze your butt. That back foot that's on the ground. That will help give you that nice support for the weight as it's going up overhead. I really like that opposite arm out. Sometimes people find that odd, but it creates stability and it's gonna line your shoulders up so that we don't end up, oh, puppy dog. Which one is it? It's Clark or it's Little Champion? I don't know. Cute. All right, relax, switch sides. I know I can't hear you, but it's fine. I just like seeing the pets, you guys. It's the best thing. My dog, you have to sometime make it at 5 p.m. because my dog is always here and it's like a complete shit show, you guys. Okay, we're switching arms. Take it that other knee up, other hand, and here we go. Stick that opposite arm out. Create tension. So right from here, total body. Even though that one arm is doing most of the work, we've got our whole body engaged, alert, tense. Press it up, exhale. Even on that one arm slide for you, Amanda, or anyone watching this later who has no weights, you're keeping that other arm up because we're keeping tension in the shoulder and the rib cage on that opposite side. I don't even have a wall, and I feel this right here. I'm just sliding my arm up and down. And man, my upper back, my shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick drink of water. One more set here. So focus on keeping that butt back and just giving me a little knee bend. We don't want the hips to drop below the knees and make it a squat. We still want to think torso flat, eyes straight down, that light on the top of your head, or maybe your pineapple on the top of your head is pointing straight across. So let's get our last set of deadlifts. Find your weights or body weight, but we're just going to focus on form here. 3, 2, ready, here we go. So weights against, butt goes back, then bend. Perfect. Marissa, that looks awesome. So we're going back, 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 then bend it just a little bit. And press down with the feet. I'm going to take a peek, see what I can see here. Good. Allie, bring your shoulders more parallel to the ground. So lean over more. Yes, but not quite so low with your butt. So like butt goes back, shoulders come forward, bend the knees a little bit. That's good. Perfect. Let me watch. Who else can I see? Amanda, that looks great. Much less with the squat. Beautiful. Tiffany, perfect. Really, really good. Let's see what else I can see here. Yeah, very nice. Angie, Megan, strong work. We got 15 seconds here. Last 10. So yeah, if you guys think about it, if you're able to position your camera in such a way that I can see you, especially those of you who turn sideways, and rest as we go through the weeks. We're going to do this every week. It really helps because then I can still coach you. So I can still give you form cues. So So if we don't have weights, we're going to be against the wall. We're going to be sliding that one arm up and down, really pushing the shoulder blades back. Otherwise, we're coming back half heel. Weight is in the opposite hand to the knee that is up. That other arm sticking straight up. Ready? Here we go. So you'll see this a lot, this arm out, particularly with kettlebells. But I really like it even with a dumbbell. It gives us a chance to remember that this isn't the only part of the body working. Everything is supporting that shoulder and the upper back, particularly your rotator cuff, as we're pressing up. So that's where that core stability, tuck the rib cage, squeeze your butt cheek. That's where all that comes in. Keep pushing, keep breathing. We have 15 seconds. If you're doing body weight, that arm's only going as high as it can go without coming off the wall. Doesn't have to go all the way up. Feel that shoulder blade pulling back and down. 2 and 1. Switch hands or arms. Switch knees if you're half kneeling. Stick that opposite arm out. Here we go. Press it up. Take it down. Ribs in, down. The last thing we want, if we have to arch, if you feel movement in your torso to get your weight up and your weight is too heavy, it goes for today or any time. If I'm like, then I need lower weight. This should be so tight and controlled that only my arm is moving. I'm using my breath. Exhale, push it up. Squeeze that butt cheek on that side so the knee is down. Support the back. Body weight, we're going to slide up and down. Keep pulling the arms back against the wall. Focus on touching the wall. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody rest. Take a break. Okay, we're moving on. Yay! Let me think on this. So, 4 split squats. I'm going to give Marissa something different for her knee. She knows the drill. She knows she's going to single leg deadlift. Everybody else is going to have options. So, you can do either one of these choices for our split squat and your single leg deadlift, Marissa, with or without weight. So I'm going to show Marissa first. You know you're doing single leg reaching, so she's going to hinge flat back. You can put a weight in your hand. That will work just fine. And then everybody else, you're either doing a stationary split squat. We're going to tuck the tailbone, shoulders back, drop it straight down. You can hold a weight. You want to make this more challenging, you can start the feet together, step back and down, press up through the feet, and bring the feet together. You can also hold a weight and do that. This would be our most advanced version of the exercise. I will tell you this as well. If you're real tight here and this position bothers your knee, you can try the reverse lunge only because it gives you a little bit of a break. If your knees are real pissy, do that single leg hinge like Marissa's doing. All right, so we're going to do 45 seconds. Count your reps so that we can match it. I'm going to go with you guys. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're either split squatting. Maybe even if you're someone watching this later and you got cranky knees and you know you don't split squat, then you're going to single leg reach or hinge with dumbbell. You can come together, step back, press off that front heel, and up out of that split squat. Strong work. Nice and slow and easy. Nice. I see Tiffany's got that single leg reach too. Good choice. Got to listen to your knees, guys. Beautiful. Allie, that looks great. Amanda's looking strong. Megan and Angie, you got it. We have 10 seconds. So make sure you know where you are on count. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're switching sides. Same options, so whatever you just did, you're going to repeat that on the other side. Makes sense, right? Ready? Here we go. So maybe we're going straight down body weight. Maybe we're reaching in that single leg. If you're doing a single leg reach like Marissa and Tiffany, this is a single leg version of what we just did on our deadlift, which means the same rules apply. You're not going to lean any further forward than flat, but if you want to get close to the floor, it's got to come from a bend of your knee. So you're going to temper that with how far forward you go. Yeah, Marissa, that's perfect. Maybe just past the knees, totally fine. My split squatters, weight is in the heel of the front foot, tuck your tailbone, that back knee's barely kissing the floor. And we're trying to keep that back like perpendicular to the ground. Straight down, press up to the heel, 5 seconds. Beautiful work. 4, 3, 2, relax. Okay. So we're gonna go into rows. Let's see. Amanda, you don't have a band or weights or anything. Give me the thumbs up if that's true. We have nothing to work with. Cool. She says yes. Okay. So I'm going to show her option first. If anyone is watching this later and you're at home and you have no equipment, rows can be hard to do without equipment, but we still make it happen. The way that you would do that is you would come either into all fours or high plank, and you're just going to pick up one elbow at a time. If you're on all fours, you're here, and we're alternating. And we're just going to pull the elbow back and in. Obviously, it's a lot harder here. You'll alternate and you'll just do it twice. Since it's body weight, it'll work fine. Everybody else, with a dumbbell, if you have something at home that you can brace on, we're going to brace just like we would here on a bench and row. Say you don't have anything, then you're going to use your leg. Say that really bothers your back and we just did split squats and you don't like that. Then you'll come into a half kneel and we'll row. So go ahead and set up and then I'll kind of talk through form. I'm going to set the timer and we'll start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Here we go. So if we're rowing here, we got flat back. Pull the elbow back towards your ribs. Chest is out. And we're trying to keep the shoulder blade out of the ears. For Amanda, you're either in plank or on all fours, and we're pulling, or anybody else at home later with no weight, we're pulling that elbow back. Row, row. And I want you to try not to rock from side to side. Yeah, girl, the more, yeah, she's in plank. I love it. Get it. Beautiful. You guys look so good. We have 10 seconds. Focus on your shoulder blades. Doesn't matter if you're doing body weight or weight, your shoulder blade pulling into the middle of your back. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch sides. Amanda, you'll rest, or anybody else doing body weight, just take a break. You're going to do that again, because with body weight, we're going to really have to burn it out. Everybody else, come back into that lean. So we want to be at least on a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to support the back here. Ready? Here we go. Start. So we're rowing. Pulling that elbow in, and you're almost like aiming for your wrist to come towards your back pocket. Not all the way to the pocket, because I don't want that shoulder to slide forward. So I want you to make sure that you're, using your upper back, and we're keeping the shoulder blade packed down. You guys look so good. Strong work. Let's keep it going. Just like that. You have 15 seconds. All that focus. 10. We're coming up on 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody relax. Grab a quick drink. We're going back into either our single leg, dumbbell or no dumbbell, or for those of you whose knees will tolerate split squats, we're going to do split squats. Woo, good work so far, guys. Good work. These first 2 supersets take a long time. The second 2 go pretty fast. We'll still probably be about 10 till, probably when we're done. So hopefully y'all can stick around for that. All right, single leg reach or single leg split squat or reverse single side lunge. Set it up. If you're doing a split squat, tuck your tailbone, and here we go. We're going to drop that back knee straight down. If you're doing the reverse split squat, the reverse lunge down, totally fine. Just be sure that you land in that same split squat position with that back leg perpendicular to the floor. My single leg reachers, single leg deadlifts, remember, back stays flat, so we're gonna push the butt back, then bend the knee just enough to lower us just down a little bit. And everybody, doesn't matter which exercise, the butt cheek of the leg that's either in front or that you're standing on. Yeah, you guys look awesome. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Switch sides. I was saying this morning, I kind of love this opportunity to have you guys as a captive audience all together, so I can talk a lot about form and do a lot of teaching. So I think it's gonna be great because you're gonna come back in here with even more knowledge and kind of tips than you had before. So take the opposite foot forward or opposite foot for your single leg deadlift. And here we go. So focus on that front heel. Just like we talked about in our overhead press, the whole body is involved. So we still want to tuck the tailbone, hold the shoulder blades down and back. Maybe you're leaning forward a little bit if you're in a single leg or split squat, but we still want a long back angle, just like our single leg reach. Long back angle, nice and flat. Everybody's loading into the booty cheek of their front leg. 15 seconds here. Nothing I like better than a captive audience and getting to teach. 10 seconds, so I keep almost losing my voice because I've been talking so much, but truly, I love this opportunity. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. So we just have to find the good in this situation, right? It might not be ideal, but there's still benefits to what we're doing right now. We're coming back into that one arm row. My body weight, folks. We're tucking that elbow up to the rib cage. Maybe we're on all fours, but you're keeping your weight shifted out of your knees with the hips forward. Everybody else, find something to brace on. Maybe it's your thigh. If this really starts to get uncomfortable, remember that back knee comes down, you can still row. And it's going to be a little nicer on your back and your hip. All right, everybody in place, and here we go. So, chest out. Yeah, thank you, Marissa, very nice. So, you guys know I always say, when you're doing this here with me, if you feel like you're arching your back, you're probably at neutral. So you gotta find that place where we are keeping the shoulder blade down, chest is out, nice flat neutral spine. You guys are looking good. We got 20 seconds. Awesome job. Last 15 seconds here. Amanda, did you get off from us? What happened? 10 seconds. You don't have to tell me, but if you're good, then you're good. Then do your thing, girl. I just make sure it's not me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching sides. Don't let me throw you off. If you know what you're doing, you do your thing, and we'll catch up. All right, everybody, other side row, and here we go. If you were a body weight person and you're doing that body weight row, you can do it twice with a little break in between. And set your knees down. I just want you to focus on pulling back, 30 seconds. And if you are like Amanda or you're watching this later and you have no weights, a very small minimal investment would be to get at least one or a couple mini bands that are loop bands like this. They'll go really far because we can use them. In fact, if you were at home and you had a band, you could do rows like with the band here. Should have mentioned that earlier. So there's lots of different ways to do it. Angie, what happened? We got second. Angie with the J. All right, everybody rest. We're going to go back into our last round of single leg reach or single leg split squat. Oh, somebody typed a message. There it is. Oh, gotcha. Amanda, I got you. Good. I hope it comes soon. Hi, Angie with the J. What up, girl? We're in the middle of working out. If you're joining us, jump in. I would stop and talk, but we got the recording on too. All right, so we're either doing single leg reaching, split squats, and we're going to do our last set. Amanda, that's such a bummer that all this stuff got ruined. She had a basement flood. I know a couple of you guys did too. Steps. All right, last set of split squat. Starting on that right foot, and here we go. So we're going to go down and up. Shoulders back, chest up, pushing into that heel, keeping the rib cage tight. We're dropping that back knee straight down. And then if you're doing that single leg reach for your knees, butt goes back, but keep your chin tucked. So when the eyes focus down and we're leaning forward and reaching long. You got it, you guys. We have 20 seconds here. Yes, nice. Marissa looks great. I love when people are at home doing these in their bare feet because actually single leg deadlifts are really best done in bare feet. But we have gym hygiene, y'all. Looking so good, everybody. Let's keep it moving. 2, 1. Relax. Other side. Last set. And then we're going to do a little bit more legs, but like nothing quite so brutal as we've done thus far. Here we go. Last set. Other side. And we're focus, you're pushing through your heel, you're keeping your shoulders back and tight. Exhale on the way up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, push, generate some force there. Awesome job, guys. I see such good work. Yeah, ooh, so nice. So good. Angie, I'm just gonna wave at you, Angie with the J, because I see you there, girl. I've been thinking about you a lot. We have 10 seconds. Let's finish this strong. Almost there. Coming up on 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody relax. Okay. We got that last set of rows. Find your spot. We're bracing. Maybe we're bracing on the thigh. And this is to support your back so that we can do this row without having to put a lot of pressure on the low back. That's why even if you don't have a bench, we're going to use our thigh. If you have no weight, we're going to pick it up again. Forward in plank. Add in a layer. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. Perfect. So chest out. Yeah, there we go. Nice, Marissa. Good correction. It's like almost everybody. And okay, well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that it's not the CV. Hi, baby. Sorry you're not feeling well, though. Thanks for popping in. We have 20 seconds here. You guys know, maybe you don't, but if I don't hear from you 15 seconds or I don't see you for like 4 days or more, I'm gonna message you 10 seconds just to make sure you're okay, because I worry about my people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, we're switching sides. So yeah, a couple of you guys have already heard from me, like, hi, are you okay, what's up? I always wanna make sure people are still well. Other side, if you're doing body weight, we're just gonna hit that again. Ready, and here we go. So we're bracing, shoulder down, chest out, nice flat back. We really want to try to neutralize pretty much everything else and focus on the shoulder blade. So imagine your arm is a rope and your hand is a claw, and your claw is holding the weight, and then the shoulder blade is pulling the rope, and that's just driving the weight in. So the shoulder blade is doing the pulling. Your arm is not really doing a ton of work. Your fingers are just a claw holding that weight in place so that we can focus on making this through the upper back. 10 seconds, you guys look awesome. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody rest. Grab a drink of water. So we're done with dumbbells. If you have a mini band, you can use it on this next set of exercises. If you don't, it's okay. I'm going to show you how to make it plenty challenging, even without a mini band. We've got 2 exercises here. Like I said, these next 2 supersets will move pretty quickly, so about 10 minutes and we'll be ready for stretch. All right, if you have a mini band, it's going to go above your ankles. If you don't have a mini band, I'm going to show you a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to step out and in. And as you're doing that, you're like shifting your weight, not all of your weight, but about 65 to 70% of your weight into this foot. With no band, you're going to want to make it more squatty, so it's kind of like a side to side, not as low as a single leg squat, but like a weight shift push your butt back. Okay, I'll time it. We're going one leg on the other, alternating sides. Ready, here we go. So we're going to step out, bring it back in. Step out, bring it back in. Lean forward a little bit. The more you push your butt back, the more squatty you make this, the harder this is going to be. If you didn't have a band, you're just taking this into a lateral shift, so you're shifting your weight into that outside foot. You're pushing your butt back, cross through the heel, feel your butte doing the work. That opposite leg is a little bent. Yeah, exactly. You guys look so good. So it's not quite like our lateral squat where our leg is straight. We're going to keep a little bend here. You're almost there. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Make sure you get the other side and relax. Okay. We're coming into high plank hold, and I'm going to show you options to make this harder. wrists are mad. If your wrists don't like high plank, do a forearm plank. Otherwise, coming up into that high plank, if you want to make this harder, we're going to pick up one hand and tap the opposite shoulder. As we do that, notice that I'm not rocking from side to side. So what I'm trying to do is keep this completely still as I come into that one-handed plank. So come on down. You may do your forearms if your wrists are angry. Otherwise, hands below shoulders, pull the shoulder blades down. Let's pop up into that high plank. And then if you want that added challenge, start tapping the opposite shoulder. Just going tap, tap, tap. Good work. If we're in high plank, pull your shoulders down. Tuck your tail. See if you can get a little more weight in your hands. That makes this harder. 15 seconds. We're halfway there. You guys look so strong. 10 seconds. Pull up, ribs to hip. Ooh, yeah. Yes, beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Relax. If you're doing the push-up challenge, you're done. You did your high plank hold for the day. That's our push-up challenge. If you're in the push-up challenge, the goal of this is because you're still doing all these workouts, you only have to do that exercise once. I just recorded a video that I shared or will share later showing all the exercises for the push-up challenge. So people were like, what's a positive? What's a negative? What's a negative to a positive? The video will explain all that. We don't have to worry about any of that for a couple weeks. But if you're using your band, go ahead and put that band back on above your ankles. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you want in on the push-up challenge, hit me up. I'll get you in. Basically, it's 8 weeks. We're going to try to get you to push-ups on your toes in 8 weeks. Because what else are we doing at home? All right, side to side. I'm going to show body weight. Ready? Here we go. We're going to step out and back. Drive off that foot. So very much like our squats, I want you to press into the heel. Press maybe into the outer edge of that foot. Really shift your weight. Push your booty back a little bit. So Marissa, push your butt back more. So as you're stepping out, butt goes back. Better. Good. And then see if you can keep this straight on instead of kind of angling out. I want feet forward. But we are shifting weight from side to side. But it's just kind of a lateral hip weight shift. 10 seconds. You got it. Everybody else looking good. Stay with it. Maybe we go a little lower, maybe, because we're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2. We got to do both sides. Awesome. We're coming back to our plank. High plank and hold. The reason we do high plank first is because you got to think about a push-up, right? Like push-up starting position is a high plank. That's why we do high planks first. So once you can hold 30-second high planks, you're ready to start working towards push-up. All right, high plank or blank shoulder taps. If you must, you can forearm. If you must, you could also set your knees down. Just keep your weight in your hands. 3, 2, 1, and let's hold it up. Maybe we're tapping. If you're doing shoulder taps, separate your feet. So you have this nice wide base of support. It will help so we're not like in a single tripod or a single unicycle. Otherwise, we're in high plank hold, shoulders down, tuck your butt. Yeah. We want most of our weight in our hands. Ooh, nice. Allie, that looks great. Beautiful. Amanda, drop your hips a hair. Yeah, right there's good. Tiffany, good. Perfect. Nice work, Marissa. And relax. If I didn't say your name, it's only because I can't see you. I can't because you're down below. It's fine. Okay. One more set of these two, and then we got one more superset, and we get it done. So maybe we're using the band. So what I want you to think about, as we're shifting our weight, like your toes should stay forward, and you're gonna push your weight kind of out into your hip. So like everybody's gonna do like attitude, pop your butt, and then bend, so that as we're stepping out, we're not leaning into the quads so much. Band is above the ankles, or we're going no band. Last set, ready, here we go. Step it out and back. Now, last set, right? So there you go, Marissa, that looks much better. Very nice. Let's think about getting a little lower. Perhaps we're really sitting back into that booty. Perhaps we're bending the knees more. Yeah, that is going to help make this even more challenging. And it's our last set of these. Yes. Oh, you guys look so good. We have 15 seconds. Drop it tiny bit lower. Shift a tiny bit more weight into that leg. Push your butt back. Grind that foot down through the floor. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish it on both sides. Make it even. And then we're coming back down to the floor for our plank. You guys are so strong. I don't know about you, and if this isn't the case, you have to tell me, but this is, I did this workout with the morning people. I kind of did most of it. This is the one that's felt the most for me, like how our workouts are when we're here. And so this one's felt really good. Like, it just, you know, using the weight and trying to kind of feel a little bit more like how we normally work out. So things will be a little varied throughout the programming, but this made my heart feel happy. So I hope you feel the same. All right, high plank or plank shoulder taps. Last set, ready, here we go. You can also come to your forearms if you need to. And if at any point in time, if you're not ready for that high hold, you can also drop your knees. But we're still gonna keep most of our weight in our hands. We'll be pressing those arms into the floor. Arms should be perpendicular to the floor. They're right underneath your shoulders. Oh, yes, good. You guys look so strong. Oh, Allie, that's perfect. Amanda, maybe round up through your rib cage a little bit more. So try to take your rib cage to your belly button. Yes, there, good. Tiffany, that looks awesome. Keep it going. Relax, nice work. So while we're resting, I probably already talked about this, but some of you guys haven't been on yet this week. The way that I'm structuring the workouts for the month of April, Monday is like a strength 1 style. Today is like a strength 2 style. So it's those movement patterns that we normally do. Friday mirrors strength 3. And what's cool is you'll get to see how we adjust this, because we can use cable machines, how we adjust it for what we have to work with. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are going to be more circuits, kind of like what we did last week, so that we're getting like strength and then a little bit more cardio and then a little bit more strength and a little more cardio. Don't let that make you concerned about what day to come. Just come whenever you can come. But for those people, I do have a few people who are coming every day. It gives them a nice periodization structure. Last 2 exercises. First one, quick feet run. Everybody knows quick feet run. We're just going to pound it out. We're just going to pump and go. Ready? And quick feet. So, low impact. Maybe we're keeping the feet down and we're not pounding so hard. High impact, we're pumping and running. So literally, you can make this super hard and high. You can make it low impact, but it doesn't matter. Either way, we're going to stomp the bugs on the floor. So imagine bugs on the floor. We're like, ah, kill them, stomp them. I think I've had that nightmare. 10 seconds. Keep those arms going too. Woo, woo, breathe. Whole goal right now is to get your heart rate up. 3, 2, 1. Next exercise, you all know. We're going to stand really tall, tight. We're going to bring the knee towards the elbow without rounding the back. 3, 2, here we go. So, the goal is not to touch them. The goal is to be stable. And I actually want you guys to take this pretty slowly today, because the longer we're here with the leg up, the better balance we have. So this is going to be about stability and balance today, and not cardio. It's core, because I want you to imagine you're trying to make your elbow touch your knee, but you can't. They're like opposing magnets. Because we're trying not to round our back. Straight, tall spine. Oh, squeeze it tight. 5 seconds here. Make sure you're even, so we do both sides. And then finish. Relax. 2 more rounds of that. We're not going to take a ton of rest. I always go long. I'm sorry, I always go over. For those of you who were hoping for 45 minutes, I can't seem to make that happen. That's why our sessions here are an hour, y'all. All right, we're going to do quick feet, run it out. Let's get that heart rate up and go. So pump and run. I couldn't figure out yesterday why I had a sore throat. My throat was sore, and I was like, oh my God, am I getting the virus? I have this little cough. And my husband said, maybe it's because you've been shouting at a computer 5 hours a day. I was like, oh shit. That is what it is. I'm trying not to yell, but I get really excited. It helps pump you guys up. I know it does. Let's go 10 seconds. So it's all for the good of my people. Let's go. So we're focusing our eyes. Something that's not moving, so hopefully not me. Hold the elbow towards the knee, but feel the resistance. Like, they can't touch. They can't touch. Yeah. Dog is like, what are you doing? Are you done yet? It's so cute. Ooh, we're close though. We're coming up on 15 seconds. Challenge yourself. See if you can hold. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, see if you can lift up on your toe. That's really hard. Ooh, that's super hard. 5, 4, 3, 2. Make sure you get both sides even. Relax. We got one more round. Ooh, see if you can avoid water for right now since we're going to go right back into that run. Don't want it sloshing around. We got water next after this. Marissa, that's cracking me up so hard. He's just staring at her like, hi, are we done with this foolishness? We are not. Last set. Quick feet. Ready? Go! Let's run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. He just, he will not be deterred. He just stares. Everybody says their dogs are super happy. My dog is totally depressed right now. I'm not kidding. Like, he's just like, I think he misses doggy daycare and all his friends. Social isolation. My dog's an extrovert. Pump it. We got 15 seconds. Go. Go. He's seen enough. He's like, why are you guys not leaving the house? I need my alone time. 10. Woo. We're almost there. Finish it. 5. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Woo. While your heart rate comes down, catch your breath. We're going to go standing balance. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Tall spine. Knee to elbow, but no touching. So you're focused on, just like I say in a lot of things, above my hips, my arm is moving, but nothing else. My goal is to keep this as still and tight and controlled as possible. Slow down a little bit. Take your time. It's meant to be controlled. Yes! Some of you guys are really, really doing this correctly. It's nice and slow and even. Strong work. We got 10 seconds because we got to press that foot down. The faster we go, it's actually harder to balance. So if you're struggling with balance, don't rush it. Take your time. 2, finish it. And 1. Woo! You guys are the bomb.com. If you have to run, understood. Just give me like Angie, if you have to go, bye girl, it's great to see you. Mwah, see you next time. Someone else is waving at me. Amanda's got to go. Okay, bye girl. See you soon. Everybody else, hang out. So let's stretch. We're going to go into our figure 4. So we're going to cross one leg over the opposite knee. We're going to draw that leg in, just kind of pulling it in. Low back stays flat. So if you have great hip mobility and you're able to like pull this in so your butt lifts off the ground, don't do that. Keep your butt down. So I don't want to stretch the low back right now. I'm going to really get that outside the hip. And we're going to breathe. Inhale. Nice big exhale out. Ah. Ooh, that felt nice. Hopefully. I really enjoyed it. I think, not to play favorites, but I almost felt like today's my favorite one we've done so far. Going to switch sides. So if you come next Wednesday, it will be the same format. And I'm going to have different ways to progress this as we go to make sure you guys are still building strength. But this will be basically the workout format that we do with a couple little changes. And then Monday, same thing. That's going to look like strength 1. Friday will look like strength 3. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is going to be your chance to just mix it up. Something fun, especially if you kind of really like cardio, interval style stuff. That's going to be your jams. We're going to have both knees into your chest and roll yourself to seated. Both legs come out in front. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Hug that in and twist. Your head will follow. Mine won't because otherwise y'all can't hear me. Let's turn over. I sent out an email today about virtual training and I did get a couple messages from people. So I want to make sure that I clarify for you. The way that this works, go ahead and switch sides. If you are someone, the only people who are still being charged their normal monthly amount are the people who asked me to charge them. So there are about 25 people or so who said, hey, I want to support you, keep taking my payments. That is certainly not expected, although it is much appreciated. Everybody else, I'm not taking payments. You're not losing sessions. Some of you guys signed up and paid an amount for virtual training as like a donation, which is also much appreciated, but not required. Go ahead and stand up. But we did want to make sure, as we're moving into our second month of this, reach the arms forward, draw the belly in, that we were providing services to, give you guys some benefit for what you contributed. And we're also opening it up to people who are not clients. So if you have friends and family members who are looking for training, some folks are like, hey, now is the time to really prioritize health. We have these the virtual workouts are free. Take it back, chin up, chest up. That's my way of saying, I don't know how long this thing's gonna go on, so I'm not charging for virtual workouts. Come to the workouts. But we're adding some coaching benefits for those who are paying for it or want to pay for it. So, if you paid already, you're in it until your month comes up, which for most of you people is mid-April. And then you'll have a chance to decide what you want to do. Right arm across. None of the virtual stuff has been set up on auto draw. But you're also grandfathered in to get the extra benefits based on your level. If you know somebody who might be interested in checking us out, there's a link I shared, send that to them. They can sign up for free to do switch sides, the virtual workouts, or they can pick a tier and pay and get some of the benefits that you guys are already getting. Aside from that, I don't plan on continuing to be a virtual training program once I have a studio again that is open. So we're kind of taking this a little bit at a time, assuming this will be for April, hands to the thighs, chest out, and then ideally we'll all be back together in May at some time, in May, if not in the beginning. And that's where we'll pick up with your normal memberships. I'll make sure everybody gets the sessions that they missed out on. Like I said, everyone's on hold. We're probably going to do unlimited attendance for at least a month, maybe two, when we open back up, to just say, come as much as you want, just to make up for us having been not here. Round it all the way up. So hopefully that helps answer questions. Unless you told me to charge you, you won't be charged. And then you can pick and pay at the point that your month rolls over on virtual training. You can pay us again, you cannot pay us. I appreciate anything and everything, and I really just want to be here for you guys. That's really what this is about. 2 deep breaths in is me saying, I need to provide you with your workouts. I want you to stay active. I want you to stay connected. And I certainly don't want anybody to be limited by that, depending on your financial situation, because I feel you, right? Give yourselves a hand. Before you go away, I'm going to stop this recording real fast so we can say goodbye.